It's 4 AM, I'm in Bilbao and I'm riding to go and get a bus to San Sebastian. I'm tired. Why did I do this? Basically, I know I did this because there's no other way of bloody getting there because the trains wouldn't necessarily let a bike. But I love me a little adventure. Got a bus from Bilbao to San Sebastian, which is where I'm at now. And then I've got about 20k to sort of like, I guess, the official route that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go and ride. Honestly, I'm a bit nervous. Don't know why. Why am I nervous? Nah, not. Let's go. Just crossed the border from Spain into France and I'm excited. Oh, gone the wrong way. Good morning. I'm literally just in this like trail. I've actually just come from the road, but I've come to stop here because you can see the sea, because this is the start of like a 7-day video series of me doing probably one of the most epic coast to coast you can do, which is riding across the Pyrenees. So I'm gone from San Sebastian all the way across to Sorebe. It's about 800 kilometers, 21,000 meters, and it's over 28 cols. It's called Raid. It's R-A-I-D. It's kind of like Audaxy kind of thing. They give you like 10 days to do it. I want to do it in 7. And yeah, this is day 1. But yeah, I stopped there because you can't actually see. I did think, I was like, oh, it'd be really nice if we start like towards like the beach or the sea, but this is the closest I've got to it. Today's route is 140k, about 3,000 meters. .40k in, and I'm doing the first col. It's Col St. Ignace. Hello, sheepies! I mean, bonjour! I don't know what sheep is in French. Hello, I am literally just sat at the side of a road because this is the first little spot I found. So it was about 60k in. I've done 1 col, done about 1,000 meters though. But yeah, I'm just taking my time. Actually, I wanted to explain a little bit about why I'm doing this, because basically this was it just like a few days ago there was an event called the Pyrenees, and it's basically like an event slash race across the Pyrenees. There are a couple of them, but there's one in October and one in July, and I was going to do the one in June. Anyway, long story short, the reason that I didn't do it was because when I'd looked at like the distance and the timing, it's very similar to the route that I'm doing. It's a little bit more climbing and it's about 1,000k. It was just too much, I thought, to do per day. I think it was like 6 days, and it meant you were doing like 4,000 meters a day. And I was like, do you know what? I don't want to do it in an event and feel like I'm rushing it or like racing it. Because I just think I've realised for me, like that's not why I do it. I don't do rides and big things to feel like I'm pushing myself to be the fastest, to do it in the shortest amount of time possible. I do it because I enjoy riding my bike, and that's not to criticize anyone else that does do that. Like, we've all got to do like what we find joy in and what motivates us and what makes us want to get on a bike. And for me, it's actually just doing it a little bit slower, stopping when I want, like stopping to chat, because when I did All Points North, I felt like I just didn't like, I don't know, I just didn't like that, like I was quite, I wasn't very chatty to people, just because I was like, oh, this is eating into my time, like I need to go. Like I would obviously just stop and have a quick chat to people if they were asking me where I was going or what I was doing. But in the back of my head I was like, this could be time I could be sleeping or getting up a climb, and I don't, like, that's not me, I don't want to do that. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I've just decided to do it on my own, just do it, not an event. Is that rain? That looks grey. And just take my time with it. That is rain. I'm going. Oh, look at this. And this is like the flat section. This isn't even like the pretty big mountain section. So I think I'm going to really enjoy this trip. the first of many. I think my blood will be made of Orangina by the time I leave France. I spy mountains! Look at that view! That is what I'm here for. Look at those mountains. I can always be honest with you, can't I? Because I feel like the start of this, it was alright, but it was a lot of kind of just flat kind of rolling. But this view is what I'm here for. Are you ready? That is what I want. I want big views of mountains. So next I've got about 7k to the next column. It's about, I think it's about 18k, 1500 meters climbing. So gotta get my climbing legs ready because I actually still feel really tired. But I know I will get up the climb. I'll get up the mountain. Because I'm going to tell you in a little bit later, like there's been so much go wrong yesterday and today. And I'm just like, let's get it all out of the way before the rest of the trip. But I'll tell you later on what's going on. It's all alright, I'm fine. Just like a load of faffy stuff. But right, let's go and head to the mountains. Also, my favourite little sweet treat when I'm in France. No, it's not pain au chocolat. It's not a almond croissant. It is these little monkeys. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're just kind of like little, kind of like polos, but kind of chalkier. They're just so nice, like €1. They're so cheap and they're really good little snack on the bike. And for context, I've got 32k left, and you think 32k, that's almost the end of the ride. I've got like 2,000 meters left, but that is exactly why I wanted to do this, because I don't know what this climb's going to be. I'm just looking down, I'm like, which bit will it take me up? I just don't know. And there's like viewpoints at the top, obviously, because you're at the top of a bloody mountain, top of a col. I think it's because I just love like seeing new things and being in like different mountains. Yeah, just like mountains. And it's so much quieter around here. I hate busy roads, and it was quite busy earlier on. It's pretty nice. A second col. Col's de Irati. Whoop whoop. Let's do it. Bumming out, this is steep. I think it's like, this is currently 16%. What am I doing? This climb is absolutely solid. I've only done like 3k of it, and I am aching. I'm sweating, my back's sore, and it's 18k. It's ridiculous. Maybe it doesn't look steep, but I'm telling you, it is steep. This climb is solid. Like the first, like in France, each, like when it's a col and they've got like signs for each kilometre telling you what the average grade is for that kilometre, like the last 4 were like 10.5, 11% average. This one is like 6 and it feels flat. But look at the view. God, this is so hard. It might be worth it. This next K is 8%. Oh, I can't believe how tough it feels. Wow. Let's look at this. Like, this is everything I want the Pyrenees to be. It's just, look at that! There's no one here, I can see the cows down there. So that is one tough climb. I've still got 11k of it to do. Oh, God. That was a sign for the top. Woo! This bar restaurant, oh my God, get me in there. That was a tough climb. And if that's what's to come over the next 6 days after day, I don't know if I'm ready for it, to be honest. But I'll give it a go. I just need to have lots of Orangina, lots of bananas. Merci beaucoup, thank you so much. Do you know how happy this makes me? Oh my god, look how cool that is! Little compost.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't imagine like cucumbers easy to bring.
I can't believe you brought so little.
I don't have some. I don't have
You don't have
anything
cucumbers?
to eat. I don't
Okay,
have
that's
anything
yours.
to eat. The only thing is the chocolate and the nuts. I have in my
And the
bag.
baguette. Look at that cell, that's so light.
Yeah, I thought this
We're going with E-Trex. So I've probably been here like over an hour just chatting to these guys. These are both camping and they've got, one of the girls got loads of stuff. The guy's like, his bike is lighter than mine and he's camping. Why did I bring all this stuff? I will do a full kit breakdown maybe in a couple of days. I will show you everything that I brought, the setup, the lot. Lovely to meet you both. Take care. Ride safe. It was so nice there riding across the Pyrenees as well. Potentially like the guy's doing a very similar route over 7 days as well, so I'll probably bump into him again. And then the girl's kind of switching over between, she's waiting for a friend, but they're kind of going back and forth between like the Spanish side and the French side, whereas I'm just sticking to the Spanish side, to the French side. Right, I'm gonna go and I will catch up with you when I'm back at the hotel. Also, the thing with touring is that everybody has their own things of what's important to bring. Like that guy, his setup was so light, but he had no food at all. Whereas that girl, she had 2 cucumbers hanging off the back of her bike. I really like those cucumbers. I am now regretting bringing what I brought. I might do a little cull in the next, well, when I stop tonight. I should have just brought stuff that I would need for a one-day ride because I'm not camping. It is just a one-day ride, but you learn, don't you? So I've got about 15k left to where I'm staying. From the other side, I was like, we could just have such beautiful views. Look at all that mist. Let's go, let's go, let's descend, let's descend, let's descend, let's descend the mountain. Right, are you ready for this view? You're gonna get so bored of me over these videos being, look at this view, now look at that view, and then look at this view, and then look at this view, because this is just, I just come down the hill and I was just like, the road surface isn't great, actually that great, but look at this. Right, I want to show you this way first. In fact, I'll show you like that. Look at all the mist, look at that. And then, look how pretty that looks. Oh, there's green fields and little roads and just big trees. Like, look at all the mounds of that. So beautiful. I'm loving it. First day, and I've done like one big climb. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, you wait till I get on some other big climbs. I'm like, what am I doing to myself? But honestly, worth it for that view. Worth it for them views, baby. Look at this. Maybe this is my thumbnail. Look at that big rock! Oh, I love that rock. Look at that. I made it to my accommodation. First day riding the Pyrenees. What do I think? Views did not disappoint. The second climb, steeper than I thought. And I will be honest with you, this morning, I was a little bit, and even before I came, I always get like this. I think before doing like big things, I always get like a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, thinking like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Because I think it's so easy just to sit in your comfort zone and just kind of do your local rides. And this is obviously because I'm on my own. It makes it that little bit more scary, but equally, I think it makes it that much more rewarding. So yeah, I am very glad that I'm here doing it. That view, beautiful. So what I want to do each day of this trip, I want to share a little thing at the end of like just something that I've learned that I think might help you. And I guess today's is that I learned that even though I felt a bit nervous about doing it, like I think once you start, like all the nerves go. I actually think the anticipation of stuff is way worse than actually doing it. So just get out and ride.